You're everyone. I'm Wally, and the rest of the listeners are Brennan, and we're roasting chips. Yes.
Hello,
What is up,
I beat Brennan. I said
rats?
hello first.
Well, I have to try harder next time here. Here we go. Okay,
I can't believe it's been 2 weeks already.
what is up, Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube? Welcome back to another amazing podcast episode. We're your hosts, Wally and some guy. I don't know who yet. He hasn't
It's definitely not Brennan.
identified himself properly. We just know who he's not. Yeah.
You just only know he's not Brennan.
Mhm.
And it's all we know about Brennan. I forgot we had a podcast tonight until you texted me.
Oh yeah. Dang.
I was ready to come home and read Jurassic Park. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get 30 more pages done. You text me. So podcast
I am
at
happy
7.
to ruin your evening.
He's like, so podcast at 7. I'm like, I completely forgot because this weekend felt like 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday especially.
We are several episodes behind then. We need to get this moving along.
Yeah.
Welcome back to episode 873.
No, it'll only be the 200s by then because we do about 30 episodes a year. Actually, I think it's exactly 30 episodes. It's just so happened how it was last year. So it'll be episode 210 or whatever. What I don't even know what episode this is, to be honest.
This is 37 or 6.
I think it's
36. 37. Wait, hold on.
It might be 40.
It can't be right.
It can be. Oh, it's 39.
I was close. I was almost there. I just forgot about all the Star Wars holiday special episodes. I just completely blocked those out from my mind.
That was 4 episodes. That was before we really hit our stride. But I also think that's right also before. When we hit our stride.
Yeah. Just like for George Lucas, exact same way. Right before he hit his stride.
That's to say the least. That's right before he hit his stride. But at least the Book of Boba Fett, or not Book of Boba Fett, that wouldn't be here without the Christmas special. So
yes, it would just be the Book of.
The Book of,
and that would be a boring show.
I know, just the Book of, Book of the universe. Mm-hmm. And there would be no Life Day celebration.
No, I would not own that really expensive shirt I bought at Disney World. So, thanks, George Lucas.
Thanks, holiday special. I'm gonna have to watch it again at some point. I guess I hate myself that much.
Nice. Yeah, the first Star Wars stuff you ever watched.
Yeah, that was a couple years ago. Oh god, yep. I'm glad we didn't continue with that, or else I probably would have never watched Star Wars. We would never have had this podcast, and I'd have a free bookshelf.
Yeah.
I made room because I have another one coming next Tuesday. Yeah, Midnight Horizon. It's gonna be fun. Oh yeah. Sweet. So let's get to news, but we're gonna start on a bit of a down note.
The down note.
Yeah, it's I gotta find it. Oh shit, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. On Wednesday, January 19th, oh god, I'm gonna butcher his name and I apologize. Gaspard Ulliel, an actor in Moon Knight, died at the age of 37 as a result of a skiing accident. So we'd like to send condolences to his family. That kind of came out of nowhere. So this is unfortunate. All right, thank you for the moment of silence.
Oh man,
the unplanned moment of silence.
Yeah, I was the one. Well, I guess you saw it prior to me sending it.
I saw it,
but I saw it and I immediately was like, I just sent it. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah, I don't really know what else he's ever been in. He's about to hit his stride in Moon Knight, and unfortunately, he passed away.
Yeah, so. To be part of a pretty significant project, not that just because it's Marvel, but just because it's a noteworthy project a lot of people are anticipating, excited for, etc. And to not get to see that, not get to see what the final result is.
Yeah,
It just
it's
sucks, man.
oh yeah, that's putting it lightly,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
again, condolences out to his family. So let's take a hard right turn into other
Okay.
news. I just wanted to get that out of the way at the top. But anyway, so now to speculation. It has
Cool.
been heavily rumored and possibly even confirmed via a deleted congratulatory tweet by Ming Na Wen that Book of Boba Fett, that Bo Katan, a Bo Katan show is in the works at Lucasfilms.
Who is that?
Bo Katan, she was in season, she's
The name sounds so familiar.
she was in season 2 of The Mandalorian. She was also in Rebels and the Clone Wars. She was part of that.
Oh, is it the
Yeah,
Mandalorian?
yeah, yeah. One of the
Yeah.
Mandalorians. Yeah,
Okay.
live
Okay.
action show. I guess I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, Ming Na Wen
That's neat.
tweeted congratulations to the actress or whatever, and then
That's
she's
kind of
like,
weird.
"Oh no," and she deleted it. So, maybe I guess it's happening, which
That's
I don't
That's
understand,
kind of weird. Yeah.
but I guess whatever. I think they're just trying. I guess at this point they're just going through and it's like, how you were a character people liked. What were you up to during this time between episodes 6 and 7?
But like, I
Or I
feel
guess
like
Rebels and
they'd be able to do enough
7.
with her arc in the Mandalorian because I'm assuming that they're sticking together now, unless they do go their own ways.
Prequel.
You could have her show be after that, but if it's before that, it's like I don't think we really need a before that because I feel like we have basically her entire story, right?
I guess so. Wait, she was in Rebels, right? Or no, she
Yeah.
might not have. She was?
No, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I thought so.
Because at like the whole arc where they were on,
Oh, that's right.
Mandalore, yeah.
The
So yeah, because
the dark saber.
yeah, she was in Clone Wars, then in Rebels, then the Mandalorian. I basically feel like that's like her entire arc. Like I
She's
don't think we
old.
need to really explore anything else that hasn't already been covered in one of those things. It'd be interesting to see what she does after all of this. I feel like they're going to do that in the Mandalorian unless they completely just part ways. Is like the Mandalorian over?
I don't
Is
think
that what's
so.
happening? It's
No,
like
because
what is
we've confirmed
for
the season 3.
season 3, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I have no idea what that would be.
I don't know. Like there's like so Rebels ended. It was 5 BBY, and then I think the Mandalorian takes place 9 ABY. So it's like 14 years uncounted for. But like we kind of know what she was
But
doing. She was
still,
ruling
yeah.
Mandalore. Or
Yeah.
or maybe until the Empire. No, she was still ruling Mandalore. I don't know.
I guess it would be interesting to see the Empire on a Mandalore and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that because having to show I don't know. We'll have to see. Like Star Wars projects are honestly confusing me right now.
At least you're not into the books because they're even more confusing there. You
I'd
should get into
imagine.
them. I keep telling you that, but you borrowed my Dooku book for like a month and
I
read
got
16
through-
pages.
That's one page every 2 days. Not the worst rate.
But anyway, so Mary Elizabeth. Well,
I
go
like
ahead.
to analyze every word.
Every,
Yeah, that's what took me so long there.
Dooku. Okay, what is
but
this?
yeah,
mean?
I just feel like with Star Wars or whatever, they like just they haven't been as upfront about their projects as Marvel has. Not that
Right.
Marvel's been necessarily upfront about everything, because Marvel has like, gigantic list. But I feel like we still know a lot more about what's upcoming in Marvel than we do Star Wars.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Or at the very least, a Bo-Katan thing could be like a novel or something. Like, I don't really think you need a show for it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like I just feel like in trying to all these shows, they're taking away from like a lot of the good shows, like that they have. Like we just need to see what happens, because like it could then end up being like a just a fantastic piece of Star Wars. But I feel like they really need to branch out and not just do like everything like they're like, oh, the Mandalorian works. We'll do like Boba Fett, and then we'll do Bo-Katan, and then we'll do like just all like this similar kind of vibe. Like just do other stuff too. Don't like you beat this dead horse into glue here.
Or like, or like what's his name? Andor. They do the same thing there. It's like, oh look, a character people liked. Show.
Yeah, and it's like they don't need to do a show for every character.
I wouldn't mind if they introduced a new character in a show, you know?
Yeah.
Like, give me someone new or someone you know.
That would be cool. Using a show to introduce a new Star Wars character. I don't know if that would really go over too well because we already know what happens for like 100 years in Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, then do something
like
after the sequel trilogy because nothing's
Yeah.
happened. We know nothing about after the sequel trilogy.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. Or
Nothing
even
has
just like,
happened.
or even do a live action show
The world
that's
is in
like the
universe.
Clone Wars, where it's like each couple episodes is like a new story. Like you do this kind of like
arcs. Yeah.
like just like condensed arcs.
Yeah.
And that would be neat. I feel like they're getting in like a pattern that isn't going to work forever. As soon as it stops working, they're gonna have a lot of projects still in the works that just uses formula that no one really has interest in. That's why they have to kind of like diversify in like what stories they're telling. I feel like whenever they get to Kenobi and Ahsoka, that'll help out a lot because that's a very different style of what we're seeing right now. You can go back and like compare all this stuff, but for right now, just slow down a little until we have more information about the other kinds of shows.
Right.
That's just my 2 cents. It's worth a lot less than the standard 2 cents, but
it's
you
the
came here for my opinion and also Wally's opinion. Fine. So that's what I got to you.
It's Bulgarian 2 cents as opposed to the American 2 cents. But speaking of Ahsoka,
it's like that. It's that currency or whatever that became like that inflated so much or like deflated so much, whichever the way is. That's bad.
Oh yeah, inflated.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sure.
Speaking of Ahsoka, it's too late now.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who is famous for her roles in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, Final Destination 3, Birds of Prey, and Sky High, will be joining the cast of
Those are
Ahsoka.
very different movies. Wow.
Yes, will be joining the cast of Ahsoka, according to the Hollywood Reporter. All of them
Do we
quite
know
good
as
movies.
who? Do we have any idea as who? Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like we know nothing about Ahsoka, but we know everything about Ahsoka. It's weird. We know Thrawn's going to be in Ahsoka.
I feel like we know more and less about Ahsoka than we do about Kenobi. And we know everything and nothing about each of them.
Yeah.
So take with that what you want to take with that. I just want more information, man.
I want a release date for Kenobi. I think everyone does. Just please. Marvel's delivered, which we'll get to later.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if they announce that Kenobi is coming out like the first week of April or even as far off as the second week of April. I just want to kind of know a rough time frame.
No, they're not going to do that to us. They're not going to give us Star Wars and Marvel at the same time. We can only handle so much. Can you imagine 42, 45-minute episodes of 2 different shows? I'm like, we already did the Bad Batch and Loki together.
Yeah,
that was something.
That would be exhausting. I don't think I could keep those 2 things separate. I was like, yeah, this is an incredible scene where like Moon Knight kind of like punched Obi-Wan in the face. And I'm like, that doesn't make sense, but I'll just like roll with it. I won't even correct myself. That's close enough. I mean, both characters are Mark Hamill anyway, so.
Exactly.
Yeah.
According to Discussing Film, we're going to switch gears back to Marvel now. Winston Duke, who played M'Baku in the MCU, or the Black Panther movie, and in, not Endgame.
Oh, right.
Well, and Endgame.
Yeah.
And
no, in
Infinity War.
Infinity War, right? Yeah.
I'm sure he was in Endgame, probably, maybe. I don't know. Has negotiated a pay. Oh my God! Negotiated a pay raise for his part in Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, due to his expanded role in the film. Good
Interesting.
for him. Yeah. And I guess we'll get more on Baku. Cool. Colin Seifert, an actor, I guess. That's what I wrote down.
An actor, I guess. Perfect.
Okay, no, this is actually interesting news. Colin Seifert, an actor, posted a picture on his Instagram with Haley Steinfeld. I'm jealous, and said some very marvelous news to come this year. He also posted a saved story labeled "Training" with picture Speed, who is Tommy in WandaVision. So it looks like we have our older version of Tommy for the Young Avengers. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's unexpected.
it caught me off guard.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Haley Steinfeld didn't post that. Someone posted that. I don't remember who. But yeah. That's a lot sooner than I expected, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. But the biggest news of the week, Moon Knight trailer. Also, it's
that
gonna come
wasn't out when we
that came
podcast.
that came actually this week. Was it this weekend or last week? Last weekend, because it was during Monday Night Football, which they didn't have today.
Time moves way too quickly for me to even comprehend. I mean, it moves too quickly and too slowly at the same time.
At the same time. Well, it's coming out March 30th. So
I really hope
come
for
out
the
next
sake
day, like we said it was going to. It came out a week later.
Yeah, that's close enough. And I really hope for the sake of whoever is listening to this podcast series, that time moves quickly for them, because it moves slowly and you're spending like 2 hours. Then I applaud you, but out of concern.
But yeah, March 30th, it's coming out. What do you think of the trailer?
I love the trailer.
That's so cool.
Best trailer I think Marvel's had in a while here for a show.
Mm-hmm.
My only concern, and there's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about positives in the trailer that I liked a lot. But my only concern is it's 6 episodes, right?
Again? See, I hate this about streaming. All the shows are so short.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure I saw it was confirmed for 6 episodes. Which, if so, that short. Sucks, because like Hawkeye, I think the big problem with Hawkeye is it was way too rushed. Like the pacing was good at the beginning, but in the end just happened.
Mm-hmm.
And like I recently resumed my Netflix rewatch of Jessica Jones, and like I love the pacing in Jessica Jones, Daredevil, the Punisher. Yeah, they were all 13 episodes. Luke Cage had all right pacing, I think. I think there were some episodes that were kind of just like skippable, almost. But like, and then Iron Fist was just a wash.
I have not watched Iron Fist.
But yeah, like for the most part, like the reason the Netflix shows are so good, and even like Luke Cage with some skippable episodes, they're still great to go back and watch in full. Like there's no, like the episodes are really great as a whole in all of the series, except for Iron Fist. In season 2, I rooted against because the villain was right. In Iron Fist season 2, small spoilers, but the villain was like, "I want your power because you are incompetent," and he's right, and he's proven right several times, and it's so infuriating. But
that's funny.
Yeah, like you really get to know who the characters are. You really get to like connect with them, because the primary aim of the series, past just storytelling, is like the character development. So you can connect with them as individuals. And there's also, the character in a story, which is phenomenal as well. Right. I feel like Marvel's with the series doing a good job with the stories, but we're not really learning any more about the characters than we already have. Like with Hawkeye, I didn't realize this. Maybe I need to be confirmed, but it looks genuine. There was a deleted scene of like a flashback to him as a child, And this like 6 or 7 minute scene of like how his relationship with like his mom and what happened and like all this really interesting stuff. And it was really it felt like one of the Netflix shows. It felt exactly like that.
Right.
And it was cut. And I was like, and so I saw it, and I was like, wait a minute. We really didn't get any solid character development in Hawkeye. We saw some neat stuff with his family. I liked his interactions with his wife. That was cool. But we didn't really get to learn any more about his story besides what's happening right now in this moment.
So
it's kind of like a huge wasted opportunity. We learned more about Kate, her backstory, but not about Clint.
So I think I think they probably cut that because like I guess maybe at some point they realized, okay, this is Kate's show, and that like anything else is just kind of irrelevant. I guess I don't know. I would have liked to have seen that. That would have been cool. Even
like,
if they just add the deleted scene on Disney Plus as like an extra or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. But like, and even like this definitely should be primarily Kate's story because it is to introduce her. But like, we can't just have Clint just be like this like more inconsequential figure. In his backstory, there was a lot of similarities between what he went through and what Kate was going through right now. It would be amazing to see those parallels on screen.
Right.
But we don't get any of that. We don't really get any additional character development for Hawkeye, and even Kate's character development, looking back, like comparing it to like the Netflix shows, we don't really get to see the same depth that these past Marvel shows have been able to offer.
Right.
And I'm scared with Moon Knight, with the 6-episode count, we'll see a cool on-screen story, but not get to explore what makes Moon Knight truly an interesting character.
Right. And especially since this Moon Knight is like a brand new character. Like with the other shows, you know, we've known Falcon, we've known Wanda, we've known Loki, but this is like the first time we've been introduced to a brand new character in a TV show form. And for it to be 6 episodes, just it's not long enough. And especially with the way Disney I'm hoping has been doing more
episodes.
And this is just the thing that's overall with Disney is that they start with the episodes being like 40-ish minutes long, and by the end they're like an hour. Why make them all an hour? We want long shows, you know? We want like hour-long 10-episode sagas, you know?
I just can't understand the 6-episode thing. Like with Loki was 6 episodes, Hawkeye was 6 episodes, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was 6 episodes.
I thought that was 8.
No, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was 6. I had thought.
I don't remember. I can look. I'll look.
There was one show that was
show was 8. Or no, that was WandaVision. WandaVision was 9.
Yeah, WandaVision was 9. I thought one more had 8 though.
I did too. I'm looking now.
Did Falcon and the Winter Soldier have 8?
I thought it did.
I thought Falcon and the Winter Soldier had 6.
It might have. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm pulling up Disney Plus right now instead of looking it up on the internet. So let's see. Here it is. Scroll. No, it was 6. I don't know why I thought that.
Yeah, I am thinking of the Mandalorian that had 8.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. The Mandalorian had 8. Yeah, it had 8 per season.
What was I saying? Wait, was I saying something or were you saying something? I don't remember how. Oh, I was saying something about how they all had 6 episodes. Yeah. So if you have a show on network TV, then you're bound to a contract of like how many episodes you can make, what length they have to be. The beauty with streaming is you don't have that requirement. You don't have that one set requirement. It's totally what you want to do.
Right.
Especially when it's like a streaming service like Disney Plus, and you are Disney making content for your own platform. The only person you have to answer to is Disney. Yourself. So if you have this total freedom, why are you going to this format of 6 episodes for each series?
Right.
It's just bizarre.
And with WandaVision, at least they got more because they were shorter episodes at the beginning. I think they were like 25, 30 minutes. Then by the end, I think they were 40, maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
But I mean, like Book of Bobba Fett was like that too. The first episode was like 35 minutes or something like that. And every single show has like 9 hours of credits at the end.
Yeah.
They're all at least 5 minutes long because like you're always thinking like you're gonna get 39 minutes, great, and then it's like 34 minutes and 5 minutes of credits. So I don't know.
I really wish that Marvel's taking more advantage of the gift they have with being able to do shows. Like they could really explore some serious character development in the same way that Marvel TV did with Netflix. And it feels like they're squandering the opportunity that they have. It's like even with Kate and Hawkeye, like I do think they did a good job with introducing her, but they could have given us more time to see her on her own. So a lot of time we see her, she's either as Hawkeye or with someone else. We don't get to see a lot of her like on her own.
Right.
So with Moon Knight, with this being a whole new character and having a vibe a lot like the Netflix heroes that we got, I'm scared that they're going down the same route as these recent shows, and it won't really be the best.
Right.
Now, with all of that said, I love the trailer. I love,
which is where we started
the trailer.
this.
Yeah, I know. Switching back from like, I want to get all of the negative stuff out of the way first. So I can talk about the positives.
Yeah,
because so much in there was fantastic.
Oh yeah, I agree. And you can already tell that they are going to go deep into the fact that he has multiple persons disorder. Is that what it's called? You would know.
Yes.
That was called.
I should know, and I probably do.
It's been a while.
Yes,
but multiple personalities disorder. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Yes, I'm pretty sure.
It was weird to hear Oscar Isaac with a
Here's my
British accent.
Stamp of pretty sure. Just bam. Yeah.
Oscar
strange. Isaac looks fantastic for this role. He really gives me the vibe of oh my god, help. I like that we meet him as Steven, right?
Yep, instead of Mark.
Yeah, because in the comic books, the alter ego of Moon Knight is Mark Spector, right?
Yep.
But we see him as Steven. I didn't even catch that at first, that Steven was not like the name he's supposed to have.
Right.
Until there's the one scene where he hears a phone ringing in the museum he works at, right?
I think so.
And then there's like a brick that he pulls out of the way, and there's a phone, and he answers it. And they're like, Mark, oh my God. And he's like, why are you calling me Mark? And I was like, that is so cool. That's just the right mystery element in the one scene where it's like driving the van and it's playing, with the whole multiple personality disorder things. He just like, comes to him, so he sees the gun in his hand, he drops the gun. He's like, why am I driving this? Looks out back. The guy's like falling off the back of the van. He's like, what just happened?
Yeah.
So I really like how we're going to see this through the lens of Steven. And I hope that they do the mystery element well. Because the one thing that I messaged you when we were kind of like snapping about it right after the drop was like, I don't want them to pull a WandaVision. If they pull a WandaVision, I'm going to lose my mind. Because if it's like all this mystery and then they pause to devote an entire episode to explain all of the events that we just saw, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah. I really liked when the Moon Knight suit came on. That one CGI scene where like just kind of like collapses onto him. That was cool. I'm so excited for this show. Oh God, I hope it's so violent.
It looks like it will be, which like not a lot of the other Disney shows have been.
Like they showed explosions, but that's so typical for Marvel. Like, but like they saw him, we saw him beating up people, like beating up people. And like I remember early on in the teaser, like for the like the recap for 2021 or whatever it was, or whatever that thing. Like, oh no, it was the anniversary thing, the Disney anniversary thing.
Yeah,
I remember, like in that teaser that they had for Moon Knight, they showed him beating someone up and then coming to as Steven. It's like, what the hell just happened? So oh God, I'm so excited for this.
Like everything they showed in the trailer made me very excited about the Moon Knight show. Because it looks like they are going to go down this darker route, which they're not known for. Like even Marvel hasn't done anything dark in like a while here.
No, nothing.
But like,
official because technically they made Hellstrom, but then they were like, actually, we're not going to do Hellstrom anymore. And Hillary was like, well, thanks, guys.
Yeah. But like they haven't done anything like this before, so I'm kind of like hesitant, but like everything looks good so far. So I'm kind of like optimistic. I'm cautiously
optimistic.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm excited. March is gonna be a fun month.
Yeah, March cannot get here soon enough.
And so I guess if
honestly.
it's 6 weeks, so I go through last week of March, April, there's 4 weeks in April, first week in May, which means maybe May the 4th we'll get Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's what everyone's thinking.
Oh,
that would be we'll go Moon Knight and the Kenobi.
What day
that's just
is
the
May
rumor.
4th?
I no idea.
May 4th is a Wednesday, so
see, you know what was easy about doing the Bad Batch Loki?
Yeah,
was the first show to come out on a Wednesday. Bad Batch was still coming out on Fridays.
Yeah,
that's why it was easier.
Yeah,
but if they did Kenobi and Moon Knight at the same time, oh geez.
But it would only be like one. No, you're right. It would be 2 weeks of overlap. No, wait, actually,
it would be just be the one. I think
it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means that the season finale of Moon Knight and the season premiere of Kenobi would be on the same day.
If that were to happen, right?
Unless they do what they've been doing with the 2-episode premiere instead of 1.
Oh God!
If they do 2 episodes of Moon Knight, then it would work out perfectly.
Do you know? Oh, that's true. Do you know how? Hold on. Do you know how many episodes would we have until then? Oh shit! I have no idea. I'd have to start counting now. So, 7th, 21st, 7th, 21st. I should have known that.
Yeah. So there'll only be 4 episodes between now
and then the 21st, and then we'd have one on the 4th.
Yeah,
of April.
So we'd have one right after Moon
18th,
Knight.
And then the 2nd. Oh God! Move. Never mind. So we would have one. Okay. All right. We're good.
Yeah.
I was just thinking if we had to do an extra one in there in case that did happen, where we got 2 episodes of Kenobi and the 1 episode of Moon Knight, or one of each, or we just do an extra episode that week.
If for Marvel they stick to their 2-episode premieres, so they've been doing for some reason recently.
They did with Loki, right?
I know they did with Hawkeye and they did with WandaVision, but they didn't do it for Falcon and Winter Soldier. They didn't do it for Loki. So far it's been half and half.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see.
So we'll see. I guess I'm meant to say they started and they stopped forever and then they resumed it. So we'll see what happens with Moon Knight. If they are doing Kenobi on May the 4th, then it'll basically, I cannot imagine them doing an overlap. I like that.
That'd be weird. But so Black Panther 2 has begun filming once again with Letitia Wright's return. Rumors had been flying around that she had been fired, but she had been injured previously, so they have resumed. People were thinking she was fired because she's like anti-vax. We're not going to get into that, but like she's like very adamant about it on the internet, and people don't like her. But no, she's still there. She was just hurt. I don't know if it was on the set of Black Panther or not, but whatever. So Black Panther 2 I guess that might be a reason why they delayed that again. There's a lot of interesting things have happened around that movie. But rumors. Let's talk about rumors. They're in the mill. It seems like at the moment it's just a fan casting, but there's also some rumors attached to it because it was covered by a publication that Selena Gomez could possibly be up for the role of Spider-Woman.
Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Did you see Only Murderers in the Building? Actually, I feel like you like that show.
But
it was a good show.
Yeah. Okay.
He was really good in that.
I will have to check it out at some point because I saw an ads for this. Like, this looks very promising. It's always hard for me to get into new shows.
Well, it's only 10 episodes
initially. So yeah, okay.
And I think they're 35 minutes long. And it's like a murder mystery. It's very bingeable. Me and my mom did it in like a day. So
okay, sweet.
Yeah. So well, we did it, and because then we caught up to the episodes as they were coming out. But
all right.
So she was good in that, so maybe she'd be good as Spider-Woman. I don't know. Again, I think it's mostly just fan casting, but someone covered it, so
okay.
Figured I'd throw it in here.
Did you see the additional rumors about Tom Cruise being in the Multiverse of Madness?
Yeah, I thought we covered that last time. I think there's been a new list that was released.
Yeah, so like I mentioned last time that like there was like a rumor that Tom Cruise would appear as a variant of Iron Man, but there's been an additional rumor going around tied to that that he will be a more powerful variant of Iron Man in the sense that he will have advanced armor. He will be wielding 3 Infinity Stones and have Thanos' head preserved in a jar of a liquid. And that is so bizarre. And I don't know how that would be a rumor at all. Like if that was true, how that would have gotten leaked. Because that is just so specific. And I haven't seen any source to back that up. So I'm pretty sure that won't happen in any way. But I had to mention it and describe it here just because of how absurd the idea of that is, especially like unless he's a main character, how are you going to find out that he has Thanos' head preserved in like a vat of a liquid? It's so weird.
That's just so specific.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're trying to do too much with this multiverse movie.
Yeah, like
getting more skeptical by the moment. Like that trailer was awesome, but like
I'm hoping that they're just like
we never talked about that trailer.
All this stuff.
I just realized that.
Did we not?
No, because we meant to after the 2.5 hour episode.
We said we would,
but we completely forgot.
The end of that episode. I hope nobody listened all the way to the very end.
And then we said at the end of that, even at the beginning, we said, "Oh no, we're gonna get to everything." Then at the end, we said, "We'll talk about it next episode." We never did. So Multiverse of Madness trailer.
Yeah. Speaking of Moon Knight trailer, how about another trailer?
Which has been out for a while now, but I'm excited for it. But again, with all these rumors coming out, man, it's just so much. It's like, it's like Spider-Man 3. Not the new one, but the old one.
I like that we're getting more of Wanda. I like that they're acknowledging the whole Westview thing. I like that a lot of it looks trippy. I like how it looks like we're getting a new hero whose name
Chavez.
Yeah.
She's a multiversal being, I believe.
Oh yeah. Interesting. I like how I like how they use that one line from the Spider-Man trailer that never appeared in the Spider-Man movie. The wedding scene was very interesting.
Yeah.
Excited to see what that ends up being in the movie. Excited to see if Wanda's children will have any role in this here.
Yeah.
And excited for the perhaps confirmed, perhaps implied, perhaps whatever thing at the very end where it looks like we're getting Dark Doctor Strange or whatever
from What If
his name is from What If.
Yeah, that was
love
cool
to see more of him.
Yeah, that was a pretty dope trailer, and really, like it looks like it has a lot of payoff for people who've been watching the shows, but it doesn't look like you have to have been watching the shows. Like it looks cool anyway, and like all these at least maybe WandaVision. Yeah, you have to watch because he does reference Westview, but it's just like I'm not here about that.
Yeah, it doesn't look like going to any detail or anything, so maybe not. But if Wanda's children make an appearance, then you'll be like, wait, who? If you haven't seen it, she'll be like, kids, and you're like, what?
Well, we have the one actor apparently, so
yeah. They might happen at some point here. I don't know if it'll be this soon or what. I wish we were getting it in March still, but
me too. That would have been a great birthday present. Oh well.
Yeah.
But next piece of news. For whatever reason, Assembled, the making of Hawkeye, has been delayed until February 9th. I know.
Oh, interesting.
Doesn't make any sense. I guess maybe they don't have it together. I I don't know. I don't know how you
Yeah,
delay
it
that, but whatever.
it it looks like we'll have to wait until uh assembled the making of Hawkeye in
Comes
order
out.
to find out what delays assembled the making of Hawkeye might have encountered.
That's funny.
Yeah,
During a recent investor call. Wait, do you have more to say?
I don't think so. I thought I
Okay,
did, but now I can't remember. So
I'm
no,
sorry.
I will
During
say confidently, but probably wrong.
during a recent investor call, Disney confirmed, like I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but like it's actually been confirmed now that Miss Marvel
Confirmed.
will be releasing sometime between July and September. We had
Oh,
covered that
sweet,
rumor a few episodes ago, but now it's officially being confirmed. Oh,
cool.
so yeah, we did talk about
I'm excited to see Mark Hamill in that.
it. This. You know what? I hope this is someone's first episode. And they're just like, huh?
Yeah, Mark
Or maybe they're just like, oh my god, Mark Hamill's it, and then I look, it's like he's not in this movie. He's not in this show.
Mark Hamill's is supposed to be in this movie. What? Or this
He
show
is,
or whatever. Yeah.
and he's in everything. Anyway,
Mm.
but yeah. So finally, like, cause like, wasn't that supposed to come out a couple months ago?
It was supposed to come out before Hawkeye
It was,
or originally, I believe.
and Moon Knight, I think.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Everything's getting delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows anymore? Maybe. You know what? Here's what's gonna happen. Kenobi's gonna be 19 episodes. It's gonna lead right into Miss Marvel. It doesn't. I don't think the math adds up there, but I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Uh,
I'm pretty sure the reason that everything is just getting delayed so much, movies and TV shows alike, is just uh the scheduling of
yeah.
Mark Hamill is just so exhausting. Like he just needs a break, man. Just like a couple of days to take it easy. Anytime he takes it easy, just all shows have to go on like hold and movies.
Yep. Yep. Oh, which by the way, this reminds me. Since we're not getting Moon Knight till March 30th, me and Brennan are gonna have to find a way to entertain you guys every 2 weeks after Book of Bobba Fett ends.
Oh God, it's gonna be
Maybe.
exhausting.
I mean, we did it for a couple weeks before Mandalorian started.
We will
So.
have to branch out into non superhero things
Nah.
or non Star Wars things, or you can watch Agents of Shield for the first time, and I'll like
Maybe. There we go.
rewatch it, and we can go to Agents of Shield because there's a lot of neat
We might do
stories
that.
there.
We might, or we could do like Peacemaker, which maybe people are like, "Hey
Mm.
guys, talk about Peacemaker," and I'm like, I've heard good things so far,
Yeah.
but I never mind. I don't have interest in that show.
You almost made it through the entire idea with strong commitment, but you couldn't make it quite till the very end.
Maybe we should just like pick a show we've never seen and just watch it and just react to that every week, or maybe we'll do like a Pixar redo. Who knows? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
Community. Maybe we'll just talk about Community for an hour again.
Honestly, I could probably do that pretty easily.
We gotta have Steven on. Steven got mad when he found out we did one without him.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, we'll have
figure it out.
Steven on, but we'll tell him like a time it's like an hour late. So when he joins, we'll just be like wrapping up the conversation.
But set pictures were leaked from the set of Secret Invasion. From the picture, we got 3 different pictures. In one of them, we see Samuel L. Jackson walking amongst the crowd, but he's an older, bearded Nick Fury. In a different one, we see Amelia Clark, whose character at the moment is unknown. She's also just in a crowd of people. And Kobe Smulders, who will reprise her role in Maria Hill, was in another one. And so that got the internet talking. So yeah, finally, some more pictures from sets. I wish Star Wars would do that.
Yeah.
Man, they're under lock and key over there at Lucasfilms. Like nothing gets out over there.
No.
But Marvel because they had film in Atlanta. It's
yeah,
not like
I mean
they're out on the street. It's not like they could be out on the street filming Star Wars. They're in a studio a studio somewhere. And finally, this last piece of news I think you'd appreciate. And I put
Wait,
this here
hold
solely
on.
for you. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hold on.
What
Yeah,
was it?
sorry. I was texting Mark Hamill just to ask, and there's no updates about Citizen Star Wars from his, and no one's telling him anything. I think they've learned that somehow anything that he knows gets back around to us. So he's having to, just
They don't trust him like Marvel doesn't trust Tom Holland,
no, yeah.
who is just Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
But
Tom Holland is the Mark Hamill of Marvel, and also just the Mark Hamill
in general. So Daniel Radcliffe is rumored to be portraying the one and only Weird Al
Yankovic
in an upcoming biopic. And I
not
wrote
just
this in here.
rumored, but it was
It's confirmed.
Confirmed. Yes,
Nice.
it was officially confirmed.
Brennan loves Weird Al, and so I wrote this down. I was like, he doesn't like this piece of news. So what do you think about this casting?
It's an interesting casting choice. I don't know Daniel Radcliffe from a lot of things other than Harry Potter, but I know he's like acted in a bunch of different various projects with different styles. So
have you ever seen?
Everyone's excited. God. So I don't think he'll do the role well.
There's like a series of shows that they do. He's on a TV show. Oh, Miracle Workers. It's on HBO Max.
Oh, I've heard of that.
He's in that. But like the first season was like Renaissance, and the second season, I think they might be in the third season. It's like Western. So like it's a different setting every time.
Oh.
He was like, I've seen one episode of it. He was so funny.
Yeah. Okay,
he was really good. So I was interested. It was interesting to see him. It was weird because I don't really think they look similar, but they've worked their magic in Hollywood. So
yes, and they don't really look like they look very different. But I'm excited that it is a Roku exclusive as well, because I have a Roku and it's finally coming in handy.
I had a Roku and then I broke it. Don't ask. Anyway.
Dang, okay.
Okay, cool.
And
that's interesting.
Roku. Funny thing about that as well. Let me see if I can find it, because there was like a meme Weird Al bio. There was a meme Weird Al biopic that Weird Al had made through, it was like some college humor or Honey or Die thing. It was Funny or Die.
Okay.
It was biopic? It was also called Weird. It was not an actual one. It was a trailer for a fake biopic. It was a fake trailer for a fake biopic. Let me see if I can find this here.
I gotta fill time now while he looks up the Weird Al biopic. Did you want to? You know what? I would say play it on the podcast, but I really don't want this to get taken off of YouTube.
True. Yeah. Okay.
I'll have to look it up later and find it, but
yeah, I won't play it. Let me see if I can find it. Yep. I just found it. I don't think it would get taken off because it's just like a meme thing.
Yeah, it might get silent. This portion of the podcast would get silenced though.
All right. Okay. So I'll have to send it to you after this is over. Then, but it's funny because it is the exact same name as the actual biopic that's being made now.
Is it really? Wait, what's the name code? What's the name of the biopic?
It's Weird. It's just weird for Weird Al.
Nice.
Because like I saw the article that like Daniel Radcliffe was cast to play Weird Al in Weird, which would be the biopic. And I was like, wait a minute, it's just like the joke that like they made all these years ago, like the biopic named Weird about Weird Al, and it's actually coming true now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
he's got an interesting story. I've seen the behind the music he did a couple. Oh God, it's like 2 decades ago now that they did behind the music on was it VH1, which doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that was a good. He's got an interesting story, and Oh God, I can't wait to see him do the fat. If they even reference that at any point, or the
Yeah.
what was that movie he did, Weird Al, in the 80s? It
Oh,
was his own movie.
UHF.
Yeah. Oh God, that's a great movie.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I
I think
need
that's all the
to
news I got. So
watch it still, but yeah, I'm excited to see what this movie, if it'll be like a primarily serious thing, or if it'll be all jokes and that's all it is.
I kind of hoping for kind of a mixture of both.
Yeah.
So, but I guess we'll find out. But that's all the
Mhm.
news I got, and I didn't take any notes on Boba Fett. Remember when I used to take notes on episodes?
Yeah.
I
I
don't anymore.
There's more information out about the upcoming Batman movie,
Oh,
and I feel with every new piece of news I hear, the less I want to see that
doesn't that come
movie.
out soon?
It comes out in March. Comes out early
Early March. Okay.
March.
I saw a
Uh,
TV ad for it yesterday.
oh
Like
yeah.
it was on TV. So like I mean it's coming out soon
Oh,
ish.
also, I'm not sure why, but like I keep getting like I don't know what they're called on Facebook, but like posts from like groups that like you might have interest in, but like you aren't in
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. And it's so many posts from like DC groups that like hate DC now. And it's so upsetting to see because like Facebook is already like a horrible app filled with nothing good at all.
Never.
But like there are so many great like pages for the community, NBC TV show, Yahoo Screen, television show. I don't know how to refer to it now. I don't just want to say like
Yahoo
fan
had a
pages.
streaming service.
Yeah.
Like and it failed epically.
Because of community. I like how there's nothing necessarily to indicate that, except for just how much Yahoo spent on community and then it didn't bring in revenue. But I like how the entire cast of community takes credit for killing Yahoo Screen. It's so funny. Any interviews that like there and
Yeah.
where they reference it. But like, so I go on there for memes and there's like cool Marvel news too.
Mhm.
And everyone's always like upbeat about Marvel, and people used to be upbeat about the like this today of the DC Comics movies.
Mhm.
But like every time I go on there now, it's just
Depressing.
people complaining,
Oh,
and
God.
it's like, why? Because there are fan pages,
Yeah.
and it's just hating on DC, but they're fan pages of DC, and it makes me like so sad.
At least you're not a part of
the community. It's like enjoy what you have, man.
Mhm.
Just relax.
At least
Just
you're
enjoy it. Like it's all like constructive criticism, or whatever, is fine. But when you're just bashing on it, like straight up, like, oh, DC sucks now because of stuff they haven't done yet, but they might be doing based on how a couple of things look. It's like then you're not really fans of DC. You're fans of like Zack Snyder's movies, or you're fans of like the character of Batman and him just by himself, not his team or whatever, but just him. And it's like, so be excited for what you have, but don't expect DC to cater to you specifically, even if you are in a group of like very like-minded, limited vision like people here. But like, just be happy for what you got. And be happy that DC is still turning out content, and that you got what you got, and the future looks good in a lot of areas. But it's not what you want. But it still doesn't mean it's bad.
This little ramble also goes out to all the Star Wars fans who are like this, because they are bad.
A lot of Star Wars fans are like this too. I haven't seen anything like it recently. That's only because like the sequel trilogy has ended.
Yeah, and as someone who likes the sequel trilogy, it's annoying.
Yeah, and like because like the sequel trilogy might not be like might not be perfect, might have flaws, might have a lot of flaws.
What do you mean it's perfect? No, I'm kidding.
But like
That was loud.
It's still pretty good movies, and
Star
like
Wars.
and like a lot of aspects. It's still Star Wars.
Yeah.
So like don't just be so selective in that you absolutely despise a whole series of movies here just because they're not what you want.
So you see these books over here, right? When they first came out, those same Star Wars fans were like, "Oh God, SJW Star Wars." I'm just like, "God, read the fucking book. It's not SJW Star Wars. It's not at all what it is. It's because there's a woman on the cover. Like, come on." Okay, I got Ray over
Anyway,
here.
I think that is all the news now.
There's nothing on the CW verse.
I don't think so, except for Legends of Tomorrow has returned, and it's as chaotic as ever.
Oh, good.
So there was a whole episode, like, because they do like homages as well.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, those might only be parody. I don't know. I would say they're homages because I do think they incorporate enough of the style. It's not as fun as Community at all. In fact, a lot of the homages are almost painful in ways that Community's homages never were. But it's still fun to watch because you can tell the show does not take itself seriously hardly at all.
Oh, good.
Yeah, there's an episode where like basically the whole Legends team is being chased by an evil robot version of the Legends team. And then one of the evil robots, they were programmed to think that they were the actual Legends hunting down a fake evil robots team. But one of them learned the truth, but then was reprogrammed anyway to forget that. So that was just a whole odd episode. It was neat that they devoted a whole episode to that. Like I like seeing that.
It
I like the direction that keeps going. It keeps going in really, really, really weird directions.
It sounds like a bad 1950s sci-fi movie. No, you know what? No, bad 1930s sci-fi movie.
Interesting.
There's one sci-fi movie I watched from like the 1920s, but it was a silent film, so I don't remember any of it. I like how like there's like the news section on this podcast, and then there's the Brennan's update of the CW.
yeah.
And then we get into whatever we're talking about. But I like that because I like hearing about the shows because I know I'm never gonna watch them.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because at like the end of the last episode, they were talking about like how to fix things or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like their one big thing is like to protect the timeline, because if like you disrupt the timeline, then like you might not exist anymore, and then everything gets like screwed up, and there are time quakes and time phantoms that come out to like attack you.
Okay.
But for some reason, one of the team members at the end was like, I figured out what we need to do in order to fix things. And then someone was like, okay, cool, what? And they were like, protect Archduke Franz Ferdinand from being assassinated. And everyone was like, wait, what do you mean? So I'm excited to see next episode where they hopefully go into what they mean by that, because that would be stopping World War I, which I feel like would have some impacts on the present day. So it'd be very, very interesting to see what happens with that.
We're so getting an update next time because I'm not watching it, but I need to know what happens.
All right. Absolutely.
So let's talk about good shows. Book of Bobba Fett.
Yes. I really liked,
gotta be honest,
these episodes.
Didn't like episode 3.
Yeah?
Nope.
Okay, I'm interested to hear why, because before when we were talking like just before, like just like a very brief recap of like what we were doing this episode, you said you didn't remember episode 3 like at all.
I don't. The only thing I remember about episode 3 is that I didn't like it.
All right. I liked episode 3 and 4 almost more than episodes 1 and 2. Actually, not almost. I liked them more than I liked episodes 1 and 2.
I like.
I feel 4. Like based on what I've seen online with hardcore Star Wars fans, it is the opposite.
Hardcore Star Wars fans. Actually,
apparently.
You'll go.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
No, go.
Okay. Apparently, hardcore Star Wars fans hated the bikes, the colorful bikes, and the teens with the robot parts.
Oh, that was episode 3. Oh my god, that's right. Now I remember why I hated episode 3.
Okay. I love
I'm
those
hardcore
things.
Star Wars fan.
I love those things. I love those bikes. Those bikes are my favorite parts. The whole chase scene and everything with those bikes. I think it was episode 4, but like I think the bikes were used somewhere in episode 3.
No, that was episode 3.
Yeah, well, there was a chase scene in 4 that I remember.
Right.
I think, right? Yeah. But episode 3 is like when the bikes are like introduced and all the teens and everything.
I just didn't like the characters.
That made me think of in like the Star Wars movies, episode 2, when they were on Krrsantan, that whole vibe of like everything there, which I loved. I don't think it was explored hardly enough in Star Wars. Just like cool, okay. The books, live and like live action movies, or even
things
like
that actually matter,
shows or whatever. Yeah. No, I mean like the books do have a lot of value and like stuff they had been like whatever is chosen to explore on screen. I don't think there's been enough with that. And I loved getting to see that. I love that vibe. That was just cool in my
opinion. Let me get this straight, bro.
In my opinion. Yeah.
Let me get this straight. You want a slice of life Star Wars show?
I don't know what a slice of life means or refers to.
It's okay. Sure, I get okay. So
if it has colorful speeder bikes, then yes.
In books, like a slice of life is just like it's life. It's just like here's moments in time from regular people. So you just want that, but in Star Wars.
Sure,
I just want to see that.
I want to see more world regular building and stuff outside, and like see how stuff like ties together and all that. Like I like the vibe of Coruscant. It's cool to see that in like other areas.
I want an 80s bar. I want Cheers, but in Star Wars.
Yes.
No.
So that was cool. I really enjoyed that. A lot of Star Wars fans apparently did not like that at all. I didn't like the characters. I thought the bikes were cool. The chase scene was a little slow. Okay. Who were they chasing? I forgot. I like the speed that it was all out because it doesn't make sense for them going super fast necessarily in that area, but they were chasing the guy who worked for the mayor. That's right. Yes. Yeah. They may have been chasing episode 3. I think there was a chase scene in episode 3, but I can't remember it. No, the Twi'lek? There wasn't, I don't think. The Twi'lek? Was there? I don't know. I don't know what a Twi'lek is. I'm sorry. Oh, it's the thing with the tails, the head tails. Not Ahsoka. Oh, it's what oh my god, what is her name? Hera is. She's a Twi'lek. I don't think they were. No, he was the guy who worked for the mayor. Yeah. The mayor was one. Yes. Or no, the mayor is a Ithorian. No, the guy who works for the mayor. Yes, the guy who works for the I'm sorry. We're confusing each other. But okay. This is so coherent so far. Good job, us. I didn't think killing the Tuskens was necessary. So that part of the flashback. Who killed the Tuskens? You mean I don't think we know. I think it was probably the Pikes. You mean in terms of like story? Yeah, sure. Well, like it made sense of like in terms it of happening story. In the story, but it just did not like it. It felt unnecessary. Like it was great. We love the Tuskens, and then it's just like, are you kidding me? Yeah, it was like the speeder bike gang who are working for the Pikes killed all of them. No, they were providing protection. No, wait. Yeah, they were providing protection for the Pikes. For the Pikes. Gotcha. And Boba was like, no, the Tuskens will provide protection. The speeder bike gang was like, dead. Very dead. And then in episode 4, when Boba got his ship back, he just absolutely demolished the shit out of the bike gang. He's just like, oh yeah, well, guess what? Yeah, you get to die. You get to die. You get to die. Yeah, that was cool. I really liked episode 4. Yeah. We really got to see in these 2 episodes how Boba Fett got to where he was now. Because like we kind of like we knew where they were going with it, but like we finally got to see it come to fruition. And I think we're done with flashbacks now, even though this flashback was epic. Which is kind of weird because like the last flashback I felt ended kind of quickly. Like it was like him being like, I don't know where my armor is, to immediately him having his armor. And like being because we know how we got his armor. It was Din. But
Or-
how does
yeah.
he find the Mandalorian? Is my question.
Oh,
'Cause,
did you
like,
not see that stuff in the background? The flashes, or no, that was episode 4. He was with the bantha, and like in the background of the scene, you could see like the flashes. That's in was it episode 4 or 5 of the
What?
Mandalorian when he was with that guy who's trying to hunt down not Ming-Na Wen. What's her character's name? I can't remember her name. They're trying to Fennec Shand. Remember in that episode of The Mandalorian in season 1 where they're trying to hunt her down with Din Djarin and this new bounty hunter guy?
yeah.
In the background, you could see that happening. That's how he found Fennec Shand.
Yeah, but then how does he know where his armor is?
I guess Fennec told him. I guess we're not done with the
No,
flashbacks.
no, but like Finnick wouldn't have known the Mandalorian had his armor because
all we know
she died before
with the
he
end
had
of-
his armor. She died in
She didn't
season.
She's alive.
Well, no, but okay,
We
Yeah.
thought she was dead. Yeah.
no, and obviously she didn't know where his armor was either. No, you are right that it was.
Season 1.
But then he didn't. Yeah, okay, but the Mandalorian did not get Boba Fett's armor until
Season 2.
Season 2.
I guess he was watching him. Well, because he watched it happen. Because remember, at the end of season 1, or at the end of episode 1, season 2, we saw him at the watching Din.
Yeah, but like it doesn't show us in the Book of Boba Fett how he got from not knowing where his armor was, like
To knowing
to
where it
finding
was.
Den, or to even like knowing that to like look somewhere else. Just hasn't been like I have absolutely zero idea. All of a sudden, it just skips past everything else.
Well, then maybe
feel
it's
like-
not over.
I
The
feel like with the
flashbacks.
but like then it just like jumped forwards like super rapidly to showing him at like the very end of the Mandalorian. I don't think they would have done that unless they were like what they doing with flashbacks. It's just a little odd in my mind because they spent so much time diving into every detail of his past
Uh-huh.
just to like skip over what we might actually have a question to.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't think. I think the fact that we know how he got his armor, I don't think anyone cares about how he found out someone else had his armor. I don't know. Or maybe
Yeah.
we're not done with the flashbacks.
It just feels like a weird thing to just skip past when they spent so much time building up to that one moment here and being like, oh yeah, here's this other detail. We're not addressing this at all,
Mhm.
like in any regard. We're just zoop. But besides that,
The Black Krrsantan.
I like the bikes. It was weird how he saved her life.
Yeah.
Like how he just brought her to somewhere and then was like, fix her, I'll pay a ton of money.
And he's like, all right. And then we had a montage, which I don't think we've gotten in Star Wars before outside of cartoons.
Yeah.
If even in cartoons. I think maybe in the Rebels.
Yeah, it was weird.
But I
And,
thought that
like,
was interesting.
I assumed that he was going to do more during their whole interaction to win her trust or to win her over. But I feel like he kind of just did some counterintuitive stuff and she was like, I'll stick around, even though no part of my character to this point implied that I would stick around at all, except for the fact that you see me in the Mandalorian, so you know I stick around with him. I was expecting there to be more of a thing, like he like saved her life, like again, and she was like, "Oh, I guess I can trust you here," or whatever. It just
Maybe. I don't know.
she was kind of like, "Oh, what are your next steps?" And he's like, "I don't know," and she was like, "Cool, well, I'll come along too."
When she was like, I don't know either. So guess we're best friends now.
It just seems like because she was like, I have no interest in being anything other than a bounty hunter.
No,
here.
because you're right. Because
And
like
then-
even before, like she appeared back with him in Mandalorian, we had no indication that she was ever going to be anyone's friend. Just because even in the few scenes she was in the Bad Batch, she's just like, I'm by myself. I will always be by myself. I'm gonna kill you by myself and stuff
Ignore
like,
the
stuff like that.
Mandalorian.
And then like
Yeah.
we see her. Well, first off, we think she's dead.
Yeah.
And then we see her in the Mandalorian. She's like, you're with Boba Fett. And then we see her follow Boba Fett back to go kill the guy who took over for Boba, and she's still there. Or not Boba, Jabba. And
Yeah.
she's still there, which I thought was weird also back then. But
Yeah. All right.
I guess we'll just accept it. I don't know. But the Black Krrsantan fight was fun.
That was amazing. I wanted to see what you thought about that specifically, because I know that he's one of your favorite characters, or even if not that,
I just like him.
someone
He's
that
cool.
you liked to see, someone that you thought it was cool to see live action finally.
Yes.
And you
that
have
was
more
really
knowledge of him than I do. So do you think that whole fight scene, that whole, as much as we saw him that we did, was that accurate to the character that had previously been established for him?
I guess I've only read one comic where he's been in
Oh.
it, so
Boo.
and I think he fought
kidding.
Chewbacca. So
Yeah. Okay.
yes, that was he's very strong. Have you seen how big he is?
Yes, he's very
The
tall.
only problem I have with him is that people on the internet are simping for him, and I find that strange. People are strange.
How? Like simming for him in like what way? Like in like
exactly
cool way?
No,
or in like
no,
okay,
yeah,
the bad way.
No,
okay,
yep.
Okay.
I've heard things I cannot unhear anymore.
I am glad I have not.
Star Wars TikTok is just another realm of existence, man. People are crazy.
I like the one scene where Boba Fett was just in like the back to tank healing, and then you see it like open all like the
Bacta?
water or the Bacta. I was gonna say Bacta,
yeah.
but that didn't sound right.
No, it's Bacta. I think like rips him, like throws him out over there.
Yeah, he just like picks him up and just
yeah.
Well, yeah. Like my big thing is I think if he wanted to kill him, he easily could have, because that is such like, I don't know why he didn't, if his job was to kill Boba or like beat him up first or whatever. But I feel like just the sake of the show being named after him saved Boba Fett's life.
Yeah.
I feel like if not,
plot armor,
Boba Fett would have died.
Plot armor.
Yeah. Plot armor. That was what I was looking for.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's plot armor. He's a show after he died.
Yeah.
Or that everyone thought he died, but
it was cool to see like the pigs or whatever their actual name is getting the
Gamorreans
fight too. Yeah, because we didn't get to see them fight all that often.
And the bike gang, that the teenagers that he picked up, they also jumped in. But
you get to see their special attacks and all that,
especially like their Pokemon.
And it was and it was really cool to get to see the Rancor pet come into play as well. Because we saw it like once in episode 6, but you see it like, okay, how frequently does someone stand on that one spot and then fall in? Apparently it's a lot of times.
Yeah.
Because this was the second time in a very short span we've seen someone on that exact spot fall. So that was neat. So someone would be like, oh, they're just overutilizing that, element of this story in storytelling, but I like that.
Well, and then didn't he capture Black Krrsantan, and then he tried to return him to the huts, and they're pretty much just like, no, we're good, thanks. We won't disturb you anymore.
Yeah, I like how they brought him a Rancor as well. Like how the huts, I feel like the huts were really used well. They just kind of showed, they're like, oh, we're taking this, but then they were like, oh, someone else is laid claim to this. We won't mess around with that. We're out. It really felt like an honest story of them.
Yeah. And an interesting detail that they included is that, Danny Trejo, he was the Rancor handler. And apparently in real life, he's like
him in a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And apparently in real life, he's a big Pitbull supporter. Like he's big on, getting the right information out about Pitbulls. Because, everyone has like a bad perception of Pitbulls.
Right. Yeah.
And it's kind of the same thing in the Star Wars universe where everyone has got like this bad perception of Rancors. And you could see at the end that Boba Fett was like, being nice, he's pet the Rancor and like Rancor is really nice about it, and I thought that was a cool added touch to have Danny Trejo be the Rancor handler.
Sweet. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess episode 3 was a lot better than I thought it was.
So if you want to see just one thing in episodes 5 and 6, what would you like to see the most?
Well, at the end of episode 4, we heard the Mandalorian theme.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
By the way, that's like one of the best theme songs in like TV. Like, it's so good. It's so good.
As soon as I watched that episode, I messaged you. I was like, wait, was that the sound I think that was? And does that imply what I think that implies? Because if so, that's going to be really cool because we can finally see him like again and hopefully get a little look into his world. Like, what's going on? Right. Are you going back to Mandalore? Are you going to see Grogu again? It would be really funny if Grogu just like strolled back up and he was like, looked like Yoda did now. I was like, this is how my species ages. We just go from tiny to it's overnight, just like super tall.
Still, but like super tall for them.
Yeah.
And like with gray hair. Yes, have you ever seen the original cuts of the prequel trilogy where they tried to make Yoda look young?
No.
Oh, it's rough. Oh God, it's bad. It's really bad.
But
yeah. So what do I want to see? I want to see Crimson Reign. I want to see Kira from Solo. That's who I want to see.
Oh, all right.
5 and 6. And of course Din Djarin, and maybe I guess he's still with Bo-Katan, right? And the other Mandalorians.
He might be.
I don't know. Oh, I don't care. I just wanted them to be good episodes. To be honest, that's a bad answer. That's a bad answer.
Boo, Wally. I'm just kidding.
More Black Krrsantan. I want to see Black Krrsantan beat up someone. Did you notice? Okay, I don't know if you know this bit of backstory, but do you know why Black Krrsantan just attacked those Trandoshans?
Because he was owned by them at one point for like a
maybe
hiding ring or something. I think
so.
Is that what it was?
Bosk, who is the big, like he's like the main bounty hunter. I think he was in the original trilogy, but like he's the main Trandoshan bounty hunter, and he's also known as the Wookiee killer. Trandoshans and Wookiees hate each other, and Trandoshans always kill Wookiees.
I didn't know that.
I don't remember where I learned that.
So I'm probably just wrong.
But that's why he just went up and started threatened to kill them.
Wow.
Because that's just a natural thing between Trandoshans and Wookiees. They just hate each other. Yeah.
Dang.
That's why he went up and just started. But yeah, I want to see him beat more people up.
Nice.
Violence. Only good if it's fictional.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you want to see?
More colorful speeder bikes. There we go. I said it. I said what we all were thinking. Don't you deny it.
Brennan wants a family sitcom in Star Wars. Community, but Star Wars.
I want them to in this season finale, they're about to go on this huge big battle between all of the warring whatever, and then they're like, wait,
syndicates? Do
we really want to do this on Life Day? And they're like, oh my God, it is Life Day. And they'll put on their robes and they get their orbs and and you see Black Krrsantan. What's his name? I totally forgot what his name is. Krrsantan. That's what it is. I mean, we see his family, his son Scratchy and his grandfather Lumpy, and all that. And they all hold hands and they sing in harmony, that hands around the world thing or whatever. That's what I want. That is my perfect ending. And then in the very last frame, Wilson Fisk enters the Source Universe and is immediately shot. That's my ideal ending to the Book of Boba Fett.
Question: how do you think Black Krrsantan is spelled? How many R's are there?
I'm imagining there aren't all that many Q's.
You'd be correct. I actually don't know how to spell it. I was just wondering.
I would say CRRSANT. R
Nope.
H
Nope. You were
Y
wrong. You were all right.
I
It's not like the
O
C.
T T Z X I O G
You've gone too
N
far.
Q Q
You said there weren't
Q.
many Q's in it. You named 4 Q's in a row. 3 Q's in a row.
Uh,
The name of
there
this
was
episode is Black Krrsantan's Family on Life Day.
there was just a sketch I saw from Saturday Night Live. I don't usually like Saturday Night Live,
Me
but
neither.
Phil Forte was the
Oh, he's
last
very
host
funny.
of it, and I love him. I love him from The Last Man on Earth. He was fantastic there.
Fun
I've liked,
fact:
yeah.
the first episode I watched, I loved it. Second episode, he wasn't Last Man on Earth anymore. I stopped watching it.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, there was like a spelling bee skit that there was where someone asked him to spell business, and he spent like 2 minutes spelling it, and it was completely wrong.
I
So
think Black Krrsantan is Kyrrsantan. There's like 2 R's. By the way, did you
that's
know
0 Q's.
that's what you said? Anyway,
Oh, okay. So I was right. Take that. Okay.
So did you know? I found out. I was looking this up the other day. Did you know Lumpy is a full name? Like it's not just Lumpy. It's like Chewy. Like it's just part of his name. It's Lumpy Waru. It's his full name in canon. By the way, Lumpy
I'm
is
trying to figure out if that's better or worse.
The answer to that question is yes.
Okay.
Oh, the Star Wars holiday special. But anyway, what do you actually want to see in the next 2? How many episodes are there? 8, 6 or 8?
I thought you told me 6, right? Or is it 8?
I also told you the name of the episodes, and those were all wrong. So who knows?
Okay. Well, I would like to see more, like more kinds of characters. Like I love seeing the Hutts. I love seeing the Pikes.
There are a lot of species in this show.
Yeah. I would like exploring all of that. Hopefully, no more of like the bad species that Star Wars has had, like
Whoa,
like
whoa, racist.
Otto. I just how
I'm kidding.
how poorly Otto specifically was depicted. All the stereotypes used to build him. I know
who's
he was
Watto?
on from episode 1, the person who owned Anakin and his mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I know he's on Tatooine somewhere. I don't know what his life expectancy is. I'm hoping him and his species will not be making an appearance here.
Well, they did.
I'd like to see.
They kind
Sorry,
of made up for it in the Clone Wars show a little bit.
Was Watto or his species in the
His species
Clone Wars?
was, yeah.
All right.
They made up for it a little bit. They didn't have as heavy a stereotyping.
I am glad that they did, because that was kind of painful.
Yeah, it was bad. It was pretty bad.
But yeah, I would like to see these Jawas explored more, because I feel like they're kind of just like background characters still, and we've seen them on Tatooine a lot.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
Usually.
Yeah, I'd like to see a lot more of what we saw with Boba Fett in the last episode, where he's like negotiating with all of the leaders or whatever of different areas of Naboo.
Oh, that's right. He did that. Yeah.
Yeah, like that was cool.
Tatooine.
Did I say Naboo? I said Naboo, didn't I?
They could not be more different.
Yeah, of Tatooine. I think more different than a Naboo and Tatooine is Tatooine and Kamino.
Hoth.
Yes.
Or no, I guess they're kind of the same. It's just one's cold.
Yeah.
They're both kind of they're just kind of wastelands.
Deserts, yeah. Just one is snow and one is sand.
Yeah. I hate sand.
It's coarse. And just some more action, like
more fisticuffs.
Fighty scenes, yeah. Like especially if you get like the Mandalorian, Boba Fett, Fennec Shan, and
Black
the
Krrsantan.
Wookiee, yeah, because I just keep forgetting for some reason him here. all of them like teamed up,
Oh,
like action
that's
combo
cool.
thing.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Oh
I
yeah.
also want, I really, really, really want at some point the Mandalorian to mention to Boba Fett that Luke Skywalker is the one who took Grogu,
Oh, it'd be interesting.
because
Oh god! Oh my
obviously-
god! He doesn't know.
Yeah, exactly. Because he was the only one of that of like the little group who spent the time outside. And I was like, why would you do that? And I realized when Luke Skywalker came up, I was like, this is why. Because if Boba Fett saw Luke Skywalker, there would be a lot of drama there.
Oh my god! Even more so because in the comics we find out that they fought each other at Obi-Wan's house, or
Oh,
where? Yeah.
Oh wow.
Like
wow.
yeah. There's comics are good. It's just so expensive to go buy the trade paperbacks, like $18 a piece.
Oh man.
But
Man.
see,
Yeah,
you could
so-
read those. You don't have to analyze all the words. You just have to analyze
Yeah.
all the pictures.
But a picture is worth 1,000 words.
Yeah,
So
damn
I
it.
mean,
Damn it,
yeah.
Brennan. I always find a way to twist that into that. But so yeah, I think that's all I have to say about the Book of Boba Fett. I don't know about you.
I think that's all I have to say about the Book of Boba Fett.
Look at that.
Right
We
now.
did it
I like the episodes
again.
more. So if
Yeah.
they keep adding colorful speeder bikes, and they've sold me. So
We should just get started on writing the slice of life sitcom for the
Yeah.
Star Wars universe. Should we
Yeah.
laugh track or no?
just like a Star Wars show, but in the same style as WandaVision, where they go through all of like the sitcom styles of all the decades.
There we go. Yep.
Mhm.
But I think that's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary people, thank
Yeah,
you for listening.
Everybody.
Yes, thank you everyone for listening. Don't
All
f-
y'all.
forget to subscribe to. I don't use that word. That's not a real word. I'm a northerner. Sorry. Anyway, go subscribe to Brennan and not Brennan. Go subscribe
And all
to
y'all
me,
subscribe to my good pal Wally over there.
Wolf Gator Entertainment.
Gator
Don't forget to go
Entertainment.
watch my new show, which will eventually have another episode if people would answer me back.
Yes.
Called
And be
Nameless to
prepared
Famous.
for my new show, which is famous to kind of nameless. Which is when people somehow squander all of their
Fame and
social
fortune.
credibility entirely, and
I
are
would not
reduced
want
to nothing.
I would not want to be a host of that show because geez, there are some crazy people out there who are famous
Oh yes.
and they're no
Oh
longer.
yes.
But yeah, so Nameless to Kind of Famous. Go watch episode 1 with my friend Clint, and maybe I'll interview Brennan for the next one because I have no one yet.
Oh,
I'm
interesting.
kidding. Brennan's
I'm
not
kind of famous.
No, really.
Sad.
But
Yeah. I was kind of outranked by Clint in like a major way.
yeah.
I feel like it'd be a huge step down from Clint to me.
But yeah, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Actually, you know what? More of you need to watch. Just come to YouTube real quick and put it on while you're asleep or something. I don't know. But yeah,
Yes.
Peace
we
out.
don't want you watching this. Just put it on in the background.
we just
while you're
numbers,
asleep.
numbers, people, numbers.
Yes.
All right,
More
everyone.
numbers. Every view is a new colorful speeder bike that I want to turn into Star Wars. And with that said,
that's what
have
Mark
a
Hamill said.
fantastic, yeah, have a fantastic night, morning, evening, lunch,
Weekend, week.
whatever. See you in 2 weeks. Peace out.
Peace.